Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to episode 9 of Expansion Press. We know it's been a couple of weeks off, but we've been working on different things, and a little bit more on that later. But we are your hosts.
But also don't forget as well, due to government stuff, you've been back at work more.
Yes, I have.
So we've been doing what we can, and then today's the day we get episode 9 out. Da, da, da.
I am Mike with the beautiful Ashleigh as always.
Hello. Episode 9. We gotta call it something. We gotta call it a thing. Is this the right one? Yeah. Do you like to do the honours this week, actually?
I will indeed.
For the
Let's see what we got today. On the scrap of paper it says, "Praise the sun."
Praise the sun.
What's that from?
It's Dark Souls, obviously.
Yeah, you saw the paper.
I saw the paper. And I wrote these. It is the last episode before we go into double digits.
Yeah.
How exciting.
It's awesome that we've been doing it this many times now. We get going. It's one of the things that we started as like a fun idea.
It's like, yeah, just do it. Go for it.
Honestly, I'm surprised that we're still going with it. Because the type of relationship we have these great ideas, but then we don't really follow through with them.
No, but we're following through with this.
But we're following through with this one.
We're enjoying this.
Yeah, we're passionate about it.
Yeah.
Games have meant a lot to us in our life, and unfortunately we're not in that industry. So it's nice to have but
keep dreaming.
And keep the dreams alive. It's nice to have something, to do something creative to keep ourselves connected to that. It's cool.
I'm passionate, and this is something we just did on the side as like let's go for it. But now we're kind of like, right, we're doing this every week.
Yeah, and it's
gonna be great.
We have ideas.
Ideas.
Yeah, we have ideas to progress this. Obviously, this is humble beginnings.
Yeah.
But we'll get more on that in a moment.
Later. So, what have you, or should I say we, been doing the last few weeks?
Admittedly, because I've been back at work lately, it has been difficult to get time on the console. But I have bit the bullet, so to speak, in terms of sorting my PC out and getting some games back on there. Because the situation is, my PC is a work PC, and I haven't had a lot of space on there. So I've got some external hard drives, moved everything over, caused massive problems in terms of path directory problems, but it's cool. It means I can actually start playing things again. But other than that, we picked back up Titanfall, didn't we?
Yes.
I think what inspired us to do that.
It's Call of Duty. It was getting fed up.
Yeah, that, and it was in the news with the whole Apex. They introduced some Titanfall sort of Easter egg things.
Yeah.
And we got talking about the possibility of Titanfall 3. And it was like, you know what?
Bear in mind, this was while we were playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, and I also read that they did an update recently, and the player base for Titanfall skyrocketed. I was like, right, if you're going to play this again, now's the time.
Have to get back on.
If no one out there listening has experienced Titanfall and you're into first-person shooters,
please
do yourself a favour and give it a whack.
Just do it.
It's going to be nice and cheap now. It's been out, when was it, 2015 I think it was?
I believe so.
It's been out for a few years. Now, I've played plenty of first-person shooters, and nothing comes close to that in terms of fun and just pure fun and entertainment. We also picked up Overwatch again.
Overwatch, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a blast from the past for me.
I don't know what inspired us to do that. I think, I saw a news article and I just went, you know what? I'd be willing to give it another go. But I picked it up first on Switch, which is okay, it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
But the control system doesn't seem to be as optimised.
You felt it clunky.
Yeah, it was a bit clunky compared to the console version. So I got that on the PS4 and we've been playing that lately.
Yes.
Which is fun. Intense fun. Well, it's fun when you win. You get incredibly angry when you're not winning.
Oh.
But it's still fun.
It is.
As opposed to something like Call of Duty that we've just played to death lately.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But bearing in mind though, on Overwatch you seem to be getting on like the table quite a lot. I mean, like every game.
Well, same Titanfall. We was on the leaderboards.
I know.
Call of Duty, you're at the bottom.
I know. It's been good.
But it's nice to have a shooter that's like Titanfall, where it's competitive. You're just doing it for yourself, you know, trying to get as many kills as you can and all that. Playing solo, so to speak. But then Overwatch, it's obviously entirely team based. If you don't have a good team and you don't work together, you're not going to have a good time.
No.
I like that in video games, where it sort of forces you to work as a group, you know.
Yeah. Sorry, I was getting a pen.
It's kicking me away. How's your foot?
It's fine. Alright. News?
Yeah, let's go to the
News. It's News Week. Pokemon Snap was released.
It was. And you played that to death. You completed it in 2 days.
Yeah. I got it on the...
You really didn't surprise me. The moment you got that, I knew you was going to play it till...
I got it on the Saturday, because I ended up coming to the Canuck game store, because if anybody is around like the Warsaw area, you'd know that the game has been moved up into the top floor of Sports Direct. A moment of silence for that.
Well, Ash described it to me, and I thought, okay, top floor Sports Direct is a fairly big store. And she said it's on the top floor. I said, okay, it's got its own floor. Surely that's bigger than what the game used to be. But no, this thing is literally in the very corner of this other store. Yeah. And it's like 2 shelves.
Yeah.
2 shelves and 1 pokey desk, just in the dark end of the corner. And it's so uninviting. It's just unbelievable that they thought that was okay.
It's just, obviously, you know, like, I'm a huge supporter of game, and I will always go in, and I will always buy my games, pre-orders, special editions from game. But for that to happen, I was very disappointed. But obviously, the game in Canuck, it
felt like a palace.
It was great. It was,
and it's not a big store, but it felt like a palace.
So
in comparison.
open, and it was great. And a funny story about that. I don't know if I ever told you this. So me and my brother went to get Pokemon Snap, and I picked the copy up off the shelf, and then I saw the Halo Energy Sword replica, and I was like, do I? Bear in mind, we stood there for about 15 minutes looking at this thing going, should I do it? Should I do it? Should I? I looked online, you know, to look at the picture because it was just in a box. And I was like, go on then, I'll do it. So I picked the game up, I picked this box up, I went to the counter, and I was like, I'll just have these please, thank you. And he was like, oh, okay, great. And then my brother come behind me with a copy of Pokemon Snap, and the guy goes, I'm very sorry, but this is the last copy. And I was like, I'm so sorry.
No, you wasn't.
I wasn't, because I got Pokemon Snap, but I was like, I'm so sorry. I walked away with Pokemon Snap and this like energy sword, and we had to go to another shop, the other game shop, I don't know what that's called, to get like a second copy of Pokemon Snap.
Oh, the independent store.
Yeah, the little independent store. Yeah. He was nice in there, and he helped with everything we had. But I got home and I spent like 2-3 days on that game, and I completed the story. It's beautiful. It's
no surprise.
It's calming. It's relaxing. You can just go on, and it's just. I showed you screenshots, and if anybody follows me on Twitter, that is all my profile at the moment. It goes from Animal Crossing to Pokemon Snap, and you've seen all the pictures on there. They're beautiful. I think it's some really nice shots on there.
I've got mixed opinions on it, because it's like I understand that it's very close to the mechanics of the original on, what was it? The game? No. GameCube?
GameCube? I think it was, yeah.
Of where you're on rails. I honestly thought this new one was going to be a bit more open world sort of thing. But now they kept it on rails.
Keeping it to the story.
Yeah, it's fair enough. But I have to be, I was a little bit disappointed with it when I saw it.
How can you be disappointed? It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a slow roller coaster, isn't it?
Yes, but you're looking at Pokemon in their natural habitat. It's like going to like a safari park.
Well, as a photographer into Pokemon, it's literally...
It's my dream.
You won't find anything closer to it in terms of what you like.
It's my paradise.
Yeah.
That went a bit weird there.
It'll be of indigestion.
Oh. What else we got? Resident Evil Village was released as well.
Yes. If you've been on 9gag or Twitter
Reddit.
or Facebook, Reddit, you'll know all about that. And the only thing to do with that.
That's the only thing going on is Resident Evil. I haven't played it, so I can't really give my opinion to it. I've seen some gameplay, but I haven't played it yet. I don't know whether I want to or not.
You will, with the mods.
Oh God. Can you imagine it?
Yeah, you don't have to imagine it. You see it.
I can see it. Respawn has made Titanfall 2 free to play on Steam.
Hence the massive player base increase.
Fall Guys on Switch and Xbox has been delayed, and there is no date to when it's going to be released.
Would you ever give Fall Guys another go?
You see, now I got that crown.
Yeah,
That's it.
I know. I still haven't. That's the only thing.
It's like I got that crown, and that's about it for me. I got it, and I don't need to play it anymore because I have one.
And I don't blame him for that opinion. Like it would be the same for me. If I won once, that's it.
That's it.
I'm done.
I'm not going to play again.
I can safely retire.
I'm fine. I'm going for it. Hitman developers reportedly working on Xbox fantasy game featuring dragons. Dragons. Do you like a bit of dragons up in here, don't you?
I love Skyrim.
Yeah.
I like my Dragon Age.
Something a bit different. Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, sexy man. Yes.
Has a new project, which is a D&D podcast.
Yeah. That's cool. Have you ever listened to a D&D podcast?
No.
They're fun.
I probably would just because it's like Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, it's like, because I didn't realise of how in character they get. Some of them, like they'll put on the voices and the Dungeon Master, Quest Master. I forgot what they're called.
Dungeon Master.
I don't play D&D, so the Dungeon Master's like he just becomes an expert at storytelling all of a sudden. But before the podcast, he's like the nerdiest bloke ever, and he just sounds like a white weasel. Then he just turns into a voiceover expert. That's nice.
The Last of Us movie has fell apart because it was too much action-packed.
What?
Yeah.
Too much action. So it's too expensive to make.
No, I think
that's what they're saying. Too action-packed means too many special effects and explosions.
No, I think it's more to do with the story. Like, obviously, there's a story to it. No, I think they was trying to get that story, but they involved too much action, and I don't think that's what it was supposed to be about.
Like Fast and Furious 9 levels.
Just stop.
They're going to the moon.
Just stop with that then. It was alright the first few times.
Fast and Furious 1, Fast and Furious 2, and Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift were awesome.
I went to cinema to see that.
Yeah. Everything else is utter...
Stop it.
I've been told I can't swear on this anymore, so... Yeah.
No, because there's a reason to that, and we'll explain why later. Yes. Where am I going? There's so much stuff. Mass Effect 3's multiplayer may be added to the Legendary Edition in the future. I don't know if that's your thing. It was on about Mass Effect the other week.
I played the old ones, and I was well into them, I must say. But it wasn't gripping enough for me in terms of, I like my RPGs and storylines, but it just didn't seem to be enough action, which I feel bad for, because I'm not all about action games,
Yes. Destiny 2. The cross-play was accidentally enabled months ahead of schedule.
I read about this, yeah. It's accidentally pressed the button. We're live. So I bet that was buggy as hell. If anyone actually was able to experience it and actually get crossplay to work.
Yeah.
Then again, it could be a finished product and they're just waiting for a release date.
I was on about that the other day though. Like me and my brother, because the DLC was on sale on PlayStation. Because we played Destiny like ages and ages ago, didn't we?
Yeah, and quite a lot of it as well.
Yeah. And obviously we got to that point where it was like we're just doing the same things over and over again.
Yeah, because we finished all the main. We finished one of the DLCs.
Yeah. But obviously the newest DLC has come out and it's on, I believe it's still on sale. But I was on about that and I was like, well, why should I pay for it? Now this might sound stupid. Why should I pay for it when I can just make a brand new account on the Xbox? Because the base game and all DLC packages are free.
It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
On the Game Pass.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Like, why should I pay so much on PlayStation?
Because I don't have Xbox.
I know you don't. And that's why I'll be like, I gotta buy it again now. But if I was doing it and I was like a base Xbox player, it'd be like, I might as well just buy everything for nothing because I can get it on the Game Pass for free, which is great.
It's such a first world problem.
It's
oh no, the things come up, but I don't know which console to choose to put it on. You know, I've got 4 of them. Oh, so hard.
No, because I ended up re-downloading Forza 4 on there the other day.
Forza 4.
Forza 4. Even though...
Oh, is that the one with the Lego stuff?
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Jurassic, like, there's like a Hot Wheels set and a Lego set.
Is it just the cars or is it track themes as well?
Track themes as well.
Cool.
But there's car track themes. The Lego one, as much as the track isn't Lego, the surroundings are like trees, bushes, like objects, all that. You can like crash into and they're like the brick sound.
We've been into our Lego lately because we've been following the Lego Masters
Yes. What
show
a great program.
on E4 in the UK.
Even though it's on like, I think it's like season 2 or 3 in like the US at the moment.
Oh right,
and
so
like,
the UK is a season behind.
Yeah, as always.
Still fun.
EA teases Battlefield 6 reveal for June.
Let's see if they do better than Battlefield 5.
I don't think I ever played, but did I play Battlefield 5? Which one was that one?
I haven't played Battlefield 5. That's the current one now. That's set in World War II, which went stupid crazy.
Oh, okay, probably not then.
It went into like Warzone. So it wasn't a battle royale, but it's like Warzone style madness. Like you went from Battlefield 1, World War 1, where it's gritty, still unrealistic if you want to be historically accurate and all that. But it was a really cool, gritty thing. And then Battlefield 5 just seemed crazy.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's just I probably ain't gonna play it then. I've never been a big Battlefield player.
Oh, look. It's the closest thing I'm going to get on the console to, like, mill sim. Obviously, like, Armour's on the PC, so... Yeah.
I had to speak then. The Yakuza series will remain a turn-based RPG series going forward.
Oh.
Oh.
I've been playing Yakuza 0 a lot.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing game. Off the walls crazy. Amazing story and all that. Gameplay fantastic. I've seen the newest one, which is turn-based RPG. My opinions on that was, okay, it's different. I'm not particularly a fan of it. So that's a little upsetting. I didn't know that they're keeping the RPG turn-based thing. It's just like, what happens is, you'll enter a fight, and then you just sort of, your character's stuck there, like bopping up and down with his fist up, waiting to attack. And it just looks stupid. Because it's obviously turn-based, so he just, moves in for a punch and then just comes back, and then he just keeps bopping on the same spot for a bit longer.
Oh yeah.
Until you input the next move.
PlayStation and Discord.
Yes.
There's been a lot going on with that. So obviously, our last episode we spoke about Discord trying to stay like as independent.
Because Microsoft is after them.
Yeah, Microsoft was trying to be like, let us buy you for like 10 billion. And then Discord was like, no, we want to stay true to the fans and stay independent.
And then in enters Sony for the back door.
And then Sony was like, hey, I have this fantastic deal which includes cookies. And it was like, okay, let's go. So PlayStation have brought a share within the Discord, and they have plans to be working together to integrate like the chat and play system. So
it's interesting that they do. Well, then again, Sony obviously has are winning the console war right now, so to speak, from what I understand. You're looking at me with.
No, I'm just I'm just like thinking, it's
you're
like
looking
my
at me like you're
face
judging my words.
I'm judging you.
It's interesting that Discord, a PC software, would rather go with a console, predominantly console company, rather than Microsoft.
Yes.
But we don't actually know what this. They just bought a share. It's not saying they're working together. It's not saying Sony is trying to buy them. It's all it is. They bought a share in the company. They've shown interest. They've shown investment.
We'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
That's the main thing we can do.
And obviously Discord are collaborating in that retrospect, as opposed to Microsoft. They just said nah bruv.
Nah, we might do in the future, but nah. So
it's a few billion too low.
yeah, even though the 10 billion is the offer, I'll take that any day. Right, so big discussion. E3. So that is slowly approaching us, because that starts on the 12th of June and ends on the 15th.
Rapid.
It's
Rubber dinghy rapid.
It's so soon. So obviously Konami have pulled out. Konami, whatever you pronounce it. Look, I pronounce my
you can
words.
Pronounce it how you like.
Yes. So they've pulled out, even as well, despite promising a number of key projects under development. So I guess they want to keep working on it a bit before announcements. I don't think they're probably ready.
Yeah, I think they actually said that they're going to be there this year to present. And then what I read was since said due to timing, they'll not be ready with their material.
Yes.
Which is actually quite refreshing, I must admit. That actually sound honest for once, and they're not going to put a pre-package up.
Yeah.
That looks over-rendered to hell and doesn't show anything, As they might also be because the demos aren't covering up enough of the faults yet. That's why they're not ready. They've fired too many developers and they're screwed. I'll never forgive them for Hideo Kojima. God bless his soul. Anyway. So,
we got a big list actually that I ended up trying to find just before we did this. Obviously Nintendo were there. I really hope. Did you see that? I'm sorry to cut this. Did you see that meme on the Animal Crossing memes page? And it was like,
I hope it was Danny DeVito.
No, not Danny DeVito. It would have been nice though. But it was the cartoon of somebody in a hospital bed with the tubes up the nose,
right?
Lying there, and it's they're holding a switch, and it's us if Bruce doesn't get announced at E3. And I was like, that's me.
Well,
we need Bruce to back. I keep saying this every week, and I'm not going to stop until it actually comes in.
There's, I like Animal Crossing, but I didn't realise how lacking it is compared to the others, thanks to you, because you've given me the full history in chronological order of every single character and feature within the Animal Crossing series.
Know.
And I was like, whoa, what you described to me sounded amazing with, what was it, Animal Crossing New Leaf?
New Leaf.
And the town one and all that?
Yep.
And since you told me that, it's made me feel like New Horizons is a little empty.
I'm optimistic. Now, obviously, I've religiously played that every single day since release, and I haven't missed a day. But obviously, I'm finding myself to be on a loop with it. It's I'm doing the same path in the island. It's the path I go to shake the trees.
You're wearing the grass away.
Yeah, I'm following the same path every day.
Which that was also a feature of mine, wasn't it? Yeah, it's like little details like that. Yeah.
If like you ran or walk over a certain area so many times, it will start to like disappear and turn to like dirt. And obviously you have to buy like fertiliser to get the grass growing again. But I feel like until they do a new update, I'm going to be just following this same path every day. But I'm really optimistic that they're just holding back.
Yeah.
And they're waiting for this big release.
My experience with it, the funnest I had with Animal Crossing was when I first started. When you have the tent and you go, oh, well, okay, I've got to do this, I've got to do that to upgrade my house. More villagers come in. Okay, it felt like you had missions and quests sort of thing. Whereas now it's just you come out your house, shake the same trees, pick up the bottle on the beach, and that's it.
Talk to everybody.
Yeah, I don't even do that anymore.
I know. You don't go on. You abandoned it.
Until they introduce something new.
Yeah, I will still keep playing.
Let's choose to be optimistic.
Yeah, I'm going to be optimistic, and I'm going to be like, right, it's going to happen soon, and I can feel it.
Because
gut feeling.
In terms of, I don't know if I should say this, but in terms of like game companies and things and consoles, I trust Nintendo the most at the moment.
Yes.
In terms of quality output. So yeah, I'd like to say that something good's coming of it. What else we got?
Microsoft, and by extension Bethesda. Which, are they doing anything new apart from that Deathloop? Is it?
Yes. I also saw they've extended the licensing agreements on the high game they did, Evil Within.
Yes.
So people are sort of seeing that as maybe a hint that there's going to be another Evil Within. But personally, they're just extending the license. That's about it. Really, could just be that.
Ubisoft, Capcom, Take-Two, Warner Bros, Koch Media or Deep Silver.
Deep Silver, yeah. Big fan. Metro series.
Square Enix or Enix or whatever you want to pronounce it, because I know you're like, it's not pronounced like that.
No, Square Enix is how I say it.
Sega. Bandai. Is it Bandai?
Bandai Namco. That's how I pronounce it.
Yeah,
you
I'll
can
say Bandai.
You can say Bandai.
Gearbox Entertainment.
I'm glad you could read that because I couldn't.
it's like squiggle.
That was, everything's beautifully handwritten, and then that
yeah,
one.
I know, because this was rushed before we started, so like all this is like beautifully.
Thanks for giving it away.
This was like done, and then this is like, right, I've got to be quick.
Oh, I'm going to compliment you this on the show, like your prep work in your little book here.
I know.
It's amazing, beautiful.
Exactly, that's why my book's called
Gearbox Entertainment looks like the Unknown from Pokemon. It's just gibberish.
Oh Jesus. Okay, XC Games or Marvelous USA, Freedom Games, Devious Eye Entertainment, Turtle Beach. Quite curious to see what they're bringing to the table this year.
They don't actually produce anything other than headphones, do they?
No.
Well, it'll just be an advert for some new headset then.
Hey, you never know.
Who knows? Maybe they're
maybe
expanding their horizons.
They could surprise us. Verizon and Binge.com.
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 Sounds like a... I've obviously never heard of them. Sounds like a knockoff, like...
Bing.
Yeah, I was an internet search thing.
What else?
So those are all the folks at E3.
That's all the folks that are currently confirmed for E3 this year. But as well as that, well, I'll get my trusty...
Are you ready for the tornado to come out with the screaming and whooping? And he's done nothing.
Woo! Okay, so... Obviously...
Fallout 75.
1992.
Oh, is it 74? 76? 76, isn't it? Fallout 76. I'm just blowing your mind now, aren't I?
Yeah.
It's 76,
76,
isn't it?
yeah.
He's going to announce 77.
Okay.
It's going to be a pile of trash.
Yeah, but don't forget, we've missed quite a few numbers from like Fallout 4 to like
I know,
76, so we need at least like, you know... maybe a 50 somewhere.
What they're going to do, they're going to combine it with Elder Scrolls and then turn it into a card game.
Oh my god.
What I love doing is, doing things nobody asked for at the minute.
But I've got to ask you something though.
Ask away.
I was a bit late to the party with New Vegas. What the hell is that card game? Like Caravan, is it?
Caravan.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I've just picked up cards and did it. I didn't follow it.
You can obviously imagine how many hours I've put into all the Fallout games. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That card game still makes zero sense to me.
I just didn't get it. I played it and I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So I just pressed a load of things and I was like, you lost, and I was like,
now,
cool.
Kudos to the guy who invented that game.
Yeah, I'm like no hate or anything. Like,
but I think he's the only bloke on the planet that actually can play it.
Can we try and find him? Like, if we look at the list of the guys who worked on this game, can we find this guy?
But there you go. Doesn't that say something to you? Like a really small, tiny, insignificant part of the game, the mini game, is that complicated.
Just makes me
in depth.
Just makes me want to go.
Like,
dude.
to the fact, obviously you find things in the game, items and all that. You can build your whole own deck by finding the cards around the world, to play Caravan.
I'll just say no thanks.
But yeah, don't worry about that.
Okay.
Play the game. play the game.
I was curious. So I was like, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Okay, so speaking about E3, after that question of the day, they have announced, because this is an entire virtual event, because restrictions and people can't go to places.
It's getting better.
It's getting better, yes. But they're doing an online portal and a mobile app, and it's opening next month, of course, because E3 is starting next month. The online portal and app will allow users to visit virtual booths for each exhibitor, which will feature videos, written articles and special events. These will be the locations to find key announcements and game information from each publisher. And then
they're really punching for interactivity, considering
yes.
no one can actually go to it. So
the portal and app will allow visitors to watch hosted events and video conferences, as well as discuss the announcements and new reveals with others on the E3 forums. Each user will each user will have their own customizable profile and avatar, and can get their names on leaderboards, which will track gamified interactions from attendees across the show. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, completely pointless.
Nice.
Because they're going to tune in to watch the AAA games being announced or whatever, and then that'll be it.
Yeah,
I get what they're trying to do. I do.
But obviously, when I'll speak as experience here. But obviously, for me, as somebody who wants to be into that, whole thing in itself.
Industry.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, it's nice. I couldn't find that word.
I gave you a second longer.
Thank you. Just so much my hands circle. Somebody who wants to be in that industry, I'm very much anything that the industry can give you, you will take and you will listen, because any advice and anything you could find, you're like, that's how I do it, and that's how I can get in, and that's my ticket to be right, give me a job, which could be great.
It could be. In theory, it's great.
In theory, it's great for somebody who's learning all this and obviously just starting out in wanting to be a developer, designer, artist, script writer, code maker, for anything within the gaming industry. It's
photographer.
I'd love to do that.
There you go. You could literally have a job where you take photos for inspiration for, then storyboard artists to use.
But I haven't found any sort of job title for that.
It definitely exists.
It definitely exists, yeah, because you obviously have to get the thing from somewhere.
For me, like I said, I've seen you apply to many studios now.
Yes.
How the years have been with you. It seems like a very tight-knit circle of people I know and trust already, which is not sustainable to the industry. You need to start giving people, newer kids, chances, especially the ones that come out of uni and have got the degrees.
Yeah, because
saying oh no because you don't have any experience, it's a catch-22. Give them the experience.
That's what I find trouble with, obviously.
Where else are they going to get it?
Because obviously I've been looking a lot, and obviously anything to do with games I will apply for. But I found a lot of the time when you apply for a certain role which you're qualified in, is more, oh, you need like 2+ years working in an industry already and have your name to like some small AAA game, and it's like,
that's what I mean.
I've just qualified. I've just left.
Yeah, so I'm realistic. I'm not saying I'll give anyone a shot at it who hasn't gone to uni and doesn't have experience. But still, if you've been to uni and got a degree in it, you've done all you possibly can.
Yeah.
The experience you can't physically get because no one's figuring it out yet.
But so. It's sometimes, I think what does now is, obviously you need that bit of experience. You need to know how you work within a very wide and huge team of people working on this one game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I was at uni and I did this, it was very, places possibly won't give you like an apprenticeship or an internship to help you get into that industry, to be like, right, come work with us for like a few months and help us do this, and then that'll give you the experience to move on. But from what I got told, they stopped doing that because when they did it before, obviously like way before,
mm-hmm.
is that people were coming in and working on this game but then leaking what they was doing, and obviously leaving and going, oh yeah, by the way, like, I don't know, say like Sony are doing this, like Gearbox are doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously they was like, we can't allow people to come in and then leak like years of work within a month.
I see it's scumbag behaviour, but I've also got to look at it from the eyes of someone who it's their dream industry. They've just got into it. They're going to be overexcited and be like bragging about it, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I understand why it's happened. It's obviously better if it didn't.
Yeah. Because obviously, like, I've applied for Rockstar. I think that was like my biggest like achievement in life at the moment. Obviously, I ended up getting through to the interview stages of a tester. Just a little game tester, you just spend hours on this like one mission and write it down. Obviously, more
just
to
jumping and crouching into every wall possible.
yeah, obviously there's a lot of stuff to go with that, and I ended up getting through to the interview stage on that, and that was like my biggest achievement yet. Obviously, I didn't get it, but to me, that's like, but that's something. That was like my biggest. Holy damn! It's happening. Like I have a chance with Rockstar, like one of the big name companies in the UK at the moment. But
that hasn't been the only thing you've gone for. Like you've tried smaller studios and everything.
I applied for Playground Games, and if you don't know who they are, they work on the Forza series on the Xbox. And
you checked out Face Punch Studios as well, didn't you?
Yes.
Which is local to you.
Which is local to
Rust.
me. But obviously, I'm not. If I'm passionate about something, I will kick ass to do it. And obviously, I apply for a load of them, and I even ask questions about any chance for an experience thing or to help me progress.
You would work for free, wouldn't you?
I freaking do anything just to get into that company.
Yeah.
But obviously, it was the whole just silence, no communication back or anything. And obviously, I did have an email back off Playground Games the other day, and then sadly, it was like somebody else better. But that's fine because you're always going to get rejection. from companies, and you should keep going. You got the experience. I graduated with an honours degree. I could kick ass and do it, but it's one of them. You find the right thing when it comes.
Yeah. In the meantime, keep playing video games.
In the meantime, let's go pro.
Let's go pro with Overwatch.
No, for this
God,
week.
it's not about like we wish there was a league for Titanfall. Like we'd literally have a shot at it as well, wouldn't we?
Yes. Yeah. Respawn. If you have a league coming up, like there's 2 good players here. Like that is.
If there is a Titanfall 3, there will be a league.
Yes, and we're gonna be in that. We're doing that.
What are we gonna call ourselves?
Oh God. I don't know.
Spitfire.
Oh, Spitfire. Oh, why didn't I think?
Oh no, wait, no. We'll have London Spitfire coming after us. Our Overwatch team. That's fine. It's a different game.
Okay, we'll do it like SPT.
Fire Spit.
FRE. Spitfire. So it's a unique name, but it still means Spitfire.
Spitfire Midlands.
Spitfire.
There's our team. Jersey's coming out soon.
Oh man. It's time for Challenge Week.
Challenge Week.
So, we've been playing Overwatch a lot. Only for like one night, but we've done it.
That's been a lot lately. That's all we've literally been able to do.
Like, yesterday we spent, how long was it? Like, it was like 3 hours in the afternoon. And then we ended up going about 3.5 hours on the night.
I turned down work for it.
That's all we did yesterday. We didn't do anything productive, just Overwatch. So, we've been playing Overwatch a lot. So I think a challenge for both of us is first person to get play of the game.
We can do that, because we did that yesterday. We
I
both
know.
got one, didn't we?
I got 2.
You got 2. Well, okay. It's just a race to do that then.
It's just a race to do that. First person.
It's a shame that we haven't really been showing our challenges, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we just basically say to you, "Oh, we did it." But
There's a huge but. We've been discussing the last few days something new, something different. We're going to expand expansion pass.
XP.
So, putting like a crowd noise there. So obviously I've got a Twitch channel, and I haven't really done much to that. I played Cyberpunk, and then it crashed so many times, and I was like, I'm just giving up. I was doing alright on that. I had like good like communication with like the crowd, and it was alright. We was chatting to this one guy while we, he just died, and I was like, why, man?
And then the watcher just sort of stops interacting after that.
I know. It was like, I'm so sorry. it just crashed. My entire thing just like crashed on me. So, discussing it, and we are going to we're expanding it to both the YouTube and the Twitch.
We've had a rebrand idea.
Yes. So we're going to keep doing what we're doing, keep the discussions, keep the news, keep the fun, keep the, I don't know what I'm talking about.
And we can sort of say episode 1 to 9 is the first series sort of thing.
Yeah, season 1.
As for episode 10, things will be a lot different.
Yes.
Because we've realised the possibilities of what we can do with this.
Yes.
We have the technology. And we both have the interest to do something I'm going to be honest, as a better package.
Yes.
As opposed to just a audio only podcast.
Let's just sit here and waffle for like an hour or 2.
Yep, so what we're going to do, we're going to introduce actual gameplay now.
Gameplay.
On YouTube.
You can watch how terrible we are.
Which will be a combination, possibly alternating week to week, between taking down Twitch streams that Ashleigh will be doing, as well as just straight up recordings that we do on my PC, where I could watch her play a game, she could watch me play a game, we could play something together. I had ideas for like keep talking so nobody explodes.
Oh my god, okay.
Co-op things like that, you know. But for all this isn't just a let's play.
No.
It's still got the podcast elements in it.
Yeah, we're still doing what we're doing.
So we've got the news, what we're doing, our thoughts and opinions, what's coming out, what we hate, what we like. As well as whatever may be going on in that
game.
In that video that we do.
So obviously, because my Twitch is set straight up onto my PlayStation. So obviously, for the challenge week, we're going to be doing that through the Twitch stream.
So it will be live. But the recorded footage will also be up in the YouTube
yes.
upload anyway. So, yeah.
Because there's a way I can do voice party chat connected up to that, so I'm going to have to research that first. If anybody knows, please comment.
I'm sure we're technically inept enough to figure
I'm
out.
sure we can like technically know what we're doing.
Yeah. So it's going to be a little bit more interactive, hopefully.
Yeah, it's going to be more interactive.
A little more engaging.
It's going to be really fun.
Actually, things to watch.
Yes, and not just a blank screen.
And this is like the thing. Like we love this idea. And
I was like so excited about it last night when we talked about it.
Yeah,
because like, oh my god, look at this.
The possibilities are endless. We could start doing series of things.
Yes.
You know, like
it's like a story game.
Yeah, think of all the things you played, like story based that we could have been doing.
I know.
That we can do again.
We can do again.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Yes, expansion pass. I'm not going to say 2.0 yet.
Season 2.
1.5.
Season 2.
Season 2.
Season 2.
Season 2.
Season 2.
Which will be episode 10.
Episode 10.
Next week.
It's going to be such fun. Yeah. It's going to be new. It's going to be fresh.
Mm-hmm. So, is this the idea then?
Yes.
The footage for next week is going to be our challenge.
Yes.
Attempts.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, obviously, like during that time, we're going to be not going to, pass out what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Giving to the news while we're playing, if we can concentrate enough to look at news. I'll write it all down, don't worry, you'll be fine. You'll just be like, why did he hit me for?
Just keep in mind, I can split audio, I can change it from recorded material to live material.
Yes, but from when we're doing a live Twitch thing, like, we're going straight raw.
That's what I like about this, because it's not, I like the raw element to it. It's obviously not high production value.
No.
But I kind of like that.
I prefer just doing it. If there's a mess up, there's a mess up. That's the fun of it.
Yeah.
Ow.
And that's the interactivity of it. Like, whatever happens in the Twitch stream.
It happens, but obviously you can't swear.
That's in the show for next week. I'm going to try my best.
We're trying to keep PG, family-friendly fun.
I don't know why. We're not sponsored yet.
Yeah, I know we're not sponsored, but I don't want to be banned from Twitch already.
Alright.
We need to be fun.
And no, nothing political.
Nothing political.
Yeah.
Except for, why did that guy shoot me off a bridge?
I just can't contain myself sometimes when it comes to game companies and their choices, but whatever.
The only thing we can get political over is why that guy hit you off a bridge.
Okay. Speed boost.
Oh god. I think it's that time.
Do we have the pot?
We do indeed. It is.
The Pringle can, not drugs.
Fun fact of the week.
Fun fact of the week.
I think we're running out of facts actually. Are we? No, we've got quite a few left.
I picked a title card, so this one's you. I've got to check it myself. Pull it out.
That's what she said. We've got two there.
Some paper.
No.
Fun fact of the week is...
PC hit Grim Fandango was originally titled Deeds of the Dead, but was changed because LucasArts didn't want a reference to death in the title.
We've had this one.
Have we?
Yes. Is this a used fun fact?
I hope not. Are you sure we've had this one?
Yeah, it is, because there's a genre in there.
Why have you put it? Oh my god. Ah. Right.
Now, everything in it is going to be used.
Like, it shouldn't be. Because we have a separate pot.
Let's try this one, see if we remember this one.
Wrong one. That's what she said. In the early stages of its development, Half-Life 2 featured a friendly alien that would follow Gordon Freeman around, feasting on the bodies of his fallen enemies. It was taken out when Valve discovered that the AI would be too difficult to convincingly program.
Okay, if we have had that, I don't remember it. So that's cool.
Alright, that's good.
That's cool. So
right.
You would have had a little companion, but it was too difficult to carry apparently.
Yeah.
So yeah, where was that one? I need to take that one out.
Why did you put that back in?
It was sorted push.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I need a better system.
I did the system, you didn't do
I need to stop fidgeting with the system.
it. You wrecked it, mate.
Alright then, so really cool stuff coming. I'm excited to expand expansion pass.
The expansion.
With you. Yes, it's going to be awesome. Alright, thank you for listening.
Thank
guys.
you.
And this will be the last time you'll be listening. Next time you'll be listening and watching.
I'm watching, and you'll be seeing how bad we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Alright, take it easy, Peaches.
See you later, everybody.